All right, guys, I'm going to take you through how to complete your final project, a website of all of the content that you have looked at this quadmester. Let's start by getting ourselves to our classroom. We'll pull it up here and up into the classwork. This was just posted. So, final project due November 2nd at midnight. November 3rd is our final day together, and then I have one day to pull your final mark together. So think of this like the creation of a portfolio / textbook / cookbook that you will be able to reference on your own device well past having this class. So here's the outline that I am looking for you to complete. It kind of goes through exactly what I'm going to go through, but let's just do it so that you don't even have to read that. You can just follow along. Maybe you're like me and you just do best to follow along. So to start here, we're going to go into our drive. You know what the drive is. You'll find it here in your UG Cloud landing page. So click up on your drive, and then you'll arrive here, go up to the new button, and we are going to create our own Google site. So once you engage the Google site, it will pop up and you will see what looks like, honestly, it almost looks like a slideshow that you're making, except that it's going to turn into a website. So what we're going to start off with is naming the site. So you're going to put in your name. So let's put in my name, Christopher Jessups Food School. That is the name of my website. And it shows up here. You can see that there. The second thing we're going to do is change the title page to safety. Safety. And I'm also, while I'm here, going to change the image. And I don't have an image to put in here, so I'm going to pick one from Google. So it takes me right to a gallery, which is, you know, maybe fine. I don't know if there's anything in there that's useful. But let's just go into search and use Google search and put in, I don't know, food safety and see what shows up. We'll just pick something here. So let's see, food safety, this, sure, this looks fine. So add that, and that'll set it up as my background for the front page of my website. You can as well change the header type, so you can make it so it's a huge page for your website. You can change it to just a large banner or a small banner or just the title. I do think it's helpful to have some images because it will make you just want to look at your image more. I don't know why it just set me back there, but anyway, I showed you how to change that image. Just pick one from Google, and here I'm just going to pick one of these randomly. There we go, that works. And so that's now what the front of my website looks like. Now I say the front because I'm just going to bring you back to the website reference because what you're essentially going to be doing is generating a series of pages. So this is the structure I'm looking for. So the front page is going to be safety, then it's going to be measure, then knife, then taste, then methods, right? All the methods we've looked at, then protein, profiles, these are all the ingredient profiles, all the feedback I've given you, and then a bunch of recipes. So let's go back to the site and let's add some more pages. Our next page, if I remember correctly, right now it just says home, so I can actually change that so it makes more sense by just hitting here and hitting safety. Now they both say the same. So the home page is called safety. If I'm going to add a new page, I just click the page and then I see what page it has to be, and it has to be measure and then knife, measure and knife. So this is the order we're going to put them in. So we'll go here, we'll go measure, done, and we'll hit knife, and done. So you can see that the page headings are all showing up in the top up here. And all I'm doing right now is showing you how to generate all of the different page names. So taste and methods are the next ones. So taste and methods. And it's good to keep all these in order, so you can actually just drag these up. So you can drag it, because it should be safety up here, and then measure, and then knife, and then taste, and then methods. Oops, that goes up here, and then methods last, and then just keep following the next protein, profiles, feedback, and recipes. I won't bore you with making all of those pages. Well, let's just go with this for the time being. So here's what it looks like from the inside. This is not a website yet. You'll see up in the URL, it's not actually a website. This is just, it's sort of like the kitchen, and here you're making the food, and it won't be a real plate of food until it goes out the door, and when it goes out the door, it's going to be a website. So if you ever want to look at what this looks like on a computer, if you look in the top right here, you have undo your last selection, redo, and then preview. You're going to use preview a lot to make sure that it looks the way you think it looks. So let's just hit preview now, and this is what it will look like as a website. This, most importantly to all of you, will be what it looks like on your phone. Isn't that exciting? And instead of having the pages at the top here, you're going to have it in a drop-down menu from the side here. So the reason I've been doing this is I used to force you all to generate a paper profile, portfolio, cookbook, textbook type thing of the whole year's worth of work, which ended up being a great way to study for a final exam. But we don't have final exams during this COVID session. See, there are some good things. It also allows you to just have all the information that we've looked at all semester and have it all in one place. And if you come back, say for grade 12 or for another year, you can just keep adding to this. You don't have to make a new site. We just add new methods, because things like our safety, for instance, it never changes. The rules for safety are always the same. So if you're in grade 9 and you're building this, it looks the exact same as it does for a grade 12 student. And then here's the other look. It looks like a tablet. So if you had an iPad or something, that's how it would look. Okay, we can exit the preview and go back to insert. So we're going to be back here on our safety page, and obviously we're not just going to have a website with just empty nothing. So if we go back to our reference site, I've done a lot of the work here, and this recommended structure table that is linked in the classroom is a link. So it takes you right to the link for our food safety. And this is where you have a bit of leeway to make some decisions about how you want this to be presented. But one of the things I like to do is just click on this and then open it, and then take this URL, so copy the URL, and then go to my safety site, and down below here I will insert a text box that says food safety, and then I will embed below it the URL by inserting that link, and there will show up the entire food safety slideshow. So now our safety page is pretty well complete. So again, if I look at my preview and I'm looking at it on my phone, this is what my phone will look like. It will look like a safety page, and as I scroll down, you'll see that the food safety slideshow is right there. It doesn't change. It is as it is. So essentially, you'll see that I've done a lot of the work to give you all of the links. So all you really need to do is build up your pages to start, so that they're all in the correct order, and that these are the actual words that are used in the website. So don't put food safety or measurements and abbreviations, just write measure. Because if you look back here, you'll run out of space. You don't have a lot of real estate here to put your details in here. Here's up here as well, you really only have like enough for one word. And when you get 9 pages on here, it's going to, it'll stretch out all the way to here. So just keep it based on how I've stated it should be, which is just these words as the page names, and then start adding all the links. Now, of course, we all want to do a really great job, so you want to take a look at the rubric below to see how best you can get a really excellent site. And I could just break it down into a couple things. Basically, you should be finding as many relevant images that you can find on Google or from your own work in the class to make your site as personal as possible and as relevant so that it makes you want to look at it, makes you want to use it. You'll also see that I've listed that you should be putting recipes in. I've given you a link to all of the recipes we use in the food school. You can pick any of them. And if you can link at least 15 or more, you'll be looking at a category 4 mark on your website. So I would encourage you to do that. Of course, all of the recipes that have been used for pan frying, so all of the pan-fried zucchini and the pan-fried potato pancake and the poached egg, all of those recipes should be in your methods area, and then you should be still compiling another 15 or so recipes to go into the recipe ones. Just on the feedback while we're in this area, it means that you want to give all the feedback forms that I've given you a place that's prominent on your site so that when you click on it, you can actually look at the picture and all of the feedback I gave you for each and everything that you've cooked, as well as all of the plates of food that you've been generating. So really, this is not like a final project that has you doing new stuff. It's really just taking everything we've done and putting it into one space that allows for you to always look at it, and it allows for you to see what all you've achieved in this one quadmester. Obviously, you're going to have questions, but really the best thing you can do is check in with Miss McLean or I, and we can walk you through any one of those. I'll probably do a few of these sessions in class, as well as Miss McLean may try to do some through Google Meets. Anyway, I'm sorry to say that we're getting close to the end. It seems like we only just started, but hey, that's COVID for you. Anyway, we will obviously chat with you soon. Keep us in the loop on how you're feeling and what we can do to help. See ya.